Welcome to the pod, you guys. We're going to jump right into this shit today, okay? Because I'm not playing. Okay? Listen.
That's the energy we need for this
I'm
episode.
not going to the gym until the first day of New Year's. That's it. Because, let me tell you why.
Why?
As soon as I acknowledge... Actually, am I jumping ahead, you think? I'm not jumping ahead, right?
I mean, you love to just like, I like to give background to the thing that we're going to talk about.
You know, today I just got that energy. I just want to give you the straight up points of what I actually have in mind today.
Okay, well, and either way, before, if you're a new listener, welcome back to the What's the Juice pod, everyone.
Okay, yes,
I am
back.
one of your hosts, Alia Zaitsev.
And my name is Yoni Ikoto, your favorite host of any podcast in the world, obviously.
Okay, I don't know if that's necessary. I think I'm pretty good.
Okay, you are pretty good. Actually, before we get into the episode, I have some very bad news for everyone.
Oh, you want to talk about that right now?
I mean, if not now, when?
Okay.
If you guys ever tuned in to my own podcast that I started recently, it's called Far From Home. Unfortunately, I think I'm still waiting on a response, but it just randomly got deleted. And I'm getting very emotional speaking.
Oh my god. I mean, no, I totally get it. Like when...
Because Far From Home was my baby.
Yeah.
If you guys
Still
ever... Still is, but I don't know if I'm going to get it back.
Basically what happened
and I can explain my own story as well.
Okay, well, let's get to it,
okay.
you know?
Do you want to tell them what happened?
Well, I just want to, get through that because I want to get through this because I have an appointment that I don't want to be late for after we record this,
okay. All right, so basically, I started a podcast called Far From Home, and I was 6 episodes in. I loved it. I put so much work into Far From Home.
6 great episodes, by the way.
6. You can still listen to them on Apple Podcasts. Somehow, it's still available there. But one day I woke up and I wanted to check, some messages on my podcast account, and I couldn't log in. So I had just upgraded my iPhone, so I thought maybe this is an upgrade, and sometimes they log you out. So I thought maybe let me just restart it, and basically I got in the account, but everything was gone. And I emailed what?
No, go ahead.
I emailed podcast, and they told me that I started to talk to the person who was going to help me out. And then they said that this case is a little bit more complicated. And
it's still basically a mystery. And I'm kind of trying to be, I'm usually not the optimistic one, but I'm trying to be optimistic here that basically what happened was it says that Yoni deleted his podcast, but it said that he deleted his podcast before he even posted the first episode of the podcast, which doesn't make sense. And then from when it was supposed to be deleted, Yoni kept posting and posted those 6 episodes when it was supposed to be deleted.
Yes, it was. They say it was deleted on October 28th. My first podcast on Far From Home was November 1st.
So it doesn't really make sense.
So how is it?
And it's also still available on Apple Podcasts, even though it's supposed to be deleted from all platforms.
Exactly. And just because it's because people message me and they said, oh, but it's still on Apple Podcasts. I understand that and I see that, but I cannot make a new podcast episode.
Yeah, like you can't post the next episode, which you had recorded already.
Yeah, I already recorded a new episode, and I was just so excited for Far From Home. Shout out to everyone who ever messaged me about it. Shout out to everyone who ever listened to. I was really excited about that journey.
And we're gonna get back on the horse. We're gonna figure it out, no matter what it is. I'm here for you to support you.
And everyone else
figure it out.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say that. So if anyone was asking me on my Instagram, I didn't get to respond. That's what happened. And hopefully we get it back. And if we don't get it back, we'll have to see what happens next.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a whole new episode, and then we're gonna have to ask all of you.
A whole new podcast.
Even if you listen to it already, listen to all the new episodes.
Yeah, just put it on mute and listen to it overnight to all the 6 episodes.
For real. But today, we wanted to talk to you guys about something that we've talked about previously several times. And it's funny because looking back, we were actually looking back on like the topics we covered the past couple years and just seeing, what topics, like it's really interesting because we really are kind of documenting what we're thinking about and how we're feeling about certain things in our lives throughout the years. Like the past 2 years, we can see like, oh, I remember how I was feeling here and how I was feeling there, which is really cool. And we've talked about, health, eating well, working out several times on the episodes, like throughout the past 2 years. And here we are again, almost 2 weeks before the end of the year. And we want to get a little bit into how we've been approaching that area of our lives.
Which area are you talking about?
Our health and fitness.
Oh, okay.
And eating.
Did I miss that? Did you say
Yeah,
that?
you missed it.
Oh, okay.
You were, I don't know, you were thinking about something over there. Yoni's just staring into the abyss. So we are talking about something I would like to call, I don't know exactly what the title of this episode is going to be, but the confessions of a serial restarter.
I think that's what threw me off earlier.
No, you were like, what the fuck is that title?
No, yeah, I was trying to read it. I was just like, wait, did we talk about this?
No, because basically I was like writing a few notes thinking about the episode, and I just realized that I am a phase person. I am a phase person, which means I am a restarter because I restart things that I was into before and then wasn't into and then I'm now into again.
Mm-hmm.
We had a whole episode about running.
That was
we were
a phase.
Really into running. That was a phase, but so is so many other things.
Yeah. That was a beautiful phase though. And shout out to everyone who joined us on that phase because I remember people were tagging us, listening to the podcast and going on a run. Mm-hmm. That was a really beautiful time. We should get back to that.
So to get into it, to give it a little background, right? We, for the past 5 months, we've been going through a transition. We left Seattle, we traveled, we moved to New York, we figured out our lives in New York. And then now it's the end of the year. So that's been like a very compact, concentrated 5 months.
That's the longest transition in history.
Yeah,
5
like
months.
for real, those 5 months feel like 2 years for how much stuff happened.
Yeah.
But because of that, there were certain things that had to give. We had a whole episode about something's got to give. You can't have it all. And in this case, it was a very conscious, we're not going to do it all. In the sense of, what?
Working out. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Whoops, sorry.
In the sense of working out, I'm not sure what the other thing is.
And eating well.
Oh, okay, yeah, working out and
Babe, what's going on? Are you just thinking about Far From Home right now?
No. Nutrition, I feel like, is the most important thing because you can work out all you want. If you eat like shit, you're not gonna feel good.
But I would always say, I always feel like if I work out, that motivates you to eat well automatically. And care more about like what you put in your body because you're taking care of your body. So you kind of feel like, let all the work I put into working out and like exercising not go to waste by then eating like shit.
That is very true.
So they kind of go together.
Yes, but a few years ago, I remember I would work out while I'm not just eating well, which I think that just fell on me because I was just like undereducated about. I thought all I had to do is just go to the gym and just if I can eat whatever. And sometimes I wasn't even eating enough protein, but I was just like, why am I not like gaining,
growing, like the muscles? Yeah. So we made a conscious decision about 5 months ago, but no, I would say like maybe 3 months ago that, fall was around, it was getting colder out, cozy season's here.
We just moved to New York.
Yeah, we had already like settled into our apartment a little bit and we just decided, we were like, you know what? We're going to wait until January 1st to go to the gym and eat well. And until then, we're just going to go crazy. We're going to live our lives. We're going to enjoy ourselves. Because I really feel like once it's colder outside, there's so many holidays at the end of the year. Like you got Thanksgiving. Before that, you have Halloween. After that, you have Christmas. So many other things. You're around family, food. And during this time, it's like you crave comfort. You crave hibernation. You crave slow rest.
Can you explain what hibernation is to people who don't know?
I think people know what hibernation is. If not, you can Google it.
Okay. If you don't know, I'm sorry. I'll try to help you out.
And all of that goes with like, this is the perfect time to just allow yourself to, I'm just not really going to be doing that right now. I'm not going to take care of myself in that very intentional way. That doesn't mean like I'm going to treat my body like shit. But I'm not going to be intentionally like working on going to the gym and like making specifically healthy choices and just indulging. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing.
Yeah. The moment I tell myself that I'm not going to the gym, I'm not going to the gym and I feel so much better, like immediately.
So why do you think doing that makes you feel better?
Because if I'm not going to okay, so without acknowledging that I'm not doing the gym thing, if I keep on pushing it to the next day, like, I didn't go today, I'm going to try tomorrow.
Like you keep the intention of, I am trying to go.
Yes, I am trying to go, but then I didn't go today and it's okay. And every day it becomes okay. But I always feel anxious. Like when I didn't make it to the gym, I always feel like, damn, I fuck up today.
You have like the guilt.
Yeah, every single day. And it's so exhausting. But the moment I just acknowledge and say, you know what, Yoni, let's just wait until the New Year's. Until then, you do whatever you want. You know how good I've been feeling the last couple months?
Me too. This is honestly, I would identify like this is the first time in my life, this last few months, where I did not feel guilt around anything that had to do with how inactive I am in that sense. But then also just like what I've been eating and how I've been like nourishing my body. Because it's not like we were, going out all the time and like eating fast food and stuff like that. It's not that.
We're not even talking about eating fast food. So with eating bad, I would say, quote unquote. Yeah. Anytime I wanted a cookie or a dessert or banana pudding, I love banana pudding or rice pudding, I would get it.
Yoni's a pudding
without
guy.
even thinking about it.
Right. And same with like, it's also, I wasn't worried of like, oh, how much protein did I have?
No.
Did I have enough protein today? Did I have enough vegetables today? Blah, blah. It was just something that I was like, you know what, right now, I
just want to enjoy myself.
And I truly felt like I didn't have the mental capacity to do that. Like for us to be able to settle our lives here, we just needed a few months where that was just something that's not on my plate. At all. Yeah. And you're right that once I acknowledged and accepted in myself that I was like, right now, that's just not on the plate. There's work, there's our life together, there's figuring out our apartment, there's just feeling settled here. That was on my plate.
Yeah. And it's not even that working out wasn't on the plate or eating good wasn't on the plate. It wasn't.
For me, it wasn't.
It wasn't on the menu.
So dramatic.
No, seriously.
And I would say like, because we acknowledged that and we've lived through those few months where we were just like really, and we were in sync with that. It wasn't like it would have sucked if one person was really like feeling motivated, trying to go to the gym, trying to be healthy, and then the other person wasn't on that same wave.
Well, that sucks.
It's hard because the person you live with really not compliments, but like influences how you feel about your choices, but also vice versa,
No, I get it. And I think it would, to me, it would just, because I remember like in Seattle, whenever we had those crazy gym phases, anytime you went out on a run, and I would stay home, I would feel like, damn, I'm not doing good right now. Yeah. I need to be on a run. Like, why am I not running? I'm just over here chilling.
Yeah, like I just feel if you are living with your partner
and he or she working out every single day,
or just they're on a very different level on that than you are. It doesn't even have to be every single day, but even once a week to me right now, if you are going like twice a week to play basketball, even that, which is like for you, it's for fun. It's not even you're thinking you're like working out.
Yeah.
Even that, I would be like, damn, maybe I should, do something.
But then also too, if you're living with your partner and they don't do shit, they just sit at home all the time and you're working out, and you're not like pushing them to do better or to come with you or to get a gym membership, what kind of a partner are you? No, think about that. I could never just like, okay, I'm gonna just do my thing. Ali wants to just sit down and eat snacks all day. Cool.
I mean, to be fair, it's not as if we've been sitting down and eating snacks all day. Like,
that's not what
there's been a lot of days where you just end up, especially here, we don't have a car. We're walking around a lot, because you got to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
But I get your point.
Yeah.
I would say now, the next phase, okay, we're 2 weeks away from January 1st. So in our minds, because we let ourselves have this time of just indulging and feeling secure and guilt-free around that choice of now working out and eating whatever, that's been great. Now I'm actually like, okay, I'm ready to like start this. I'm ready to, and there's no like, I don't have this anxiety. I'm actually excited to start working out again. I'm excited to
because you gave your time,
get into that.
You gave yourself time to. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm necessarily ready right now because I still have 2 weeks to eat whatever I want. Because you guys, I'm telling you, on January 1st, I'm not eating sugar. I'm not eating sweets. No candy. I don't love candy that much, anyways. But right now, I have like a bag of like whatever it's called, the little
watermelon jellies, but it's not like you eat those
Sour
that much.
Patches.
For you, it's more. Yoni just loves eating like hella bread.
Oh yeah, bread. If you
Like
open that cabinet
hella.
right there, I just bought yesterday, right? I went to the supermarket and I bought a big ass baguette. How do you
Guys, we're not talking like
Baguette.
a French baguette. We're talking a double-sized French baguette, like in thickness and in length.
Yeah.
It got girth and length.
I don't know why I said baguette like that.
Yeah, like
because
you're
it's-
French. You speak French.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
either way, your thing is not so much sugar.
I love
I would say
bread.
I'm more of a dessert person.
Yeah,
I'm always like, I need something sweet.
Okay, that's your thing.
Yeah.
Any type of bread you give me, I will eat it with no butter, no
Guys,
cheese.
he won't even toast that shit.
Yeah.
He would literally just like snack on bread like out of the bag. Straight up. And it's not even bread that it's like artisan, rustic, like from a bakery. We're talking bread, like sandwich bread sometimes.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Yeah. Anyways.
I've always been like that. As a kid too, I used to just run around eating bread.
Yo, did I tell you guys that Yoni used to eat oatmeal with bread?
Why are you saying that?
Because that just shows how you just eat bread.
Carbs on carbs.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
So,
wait. So before that, I'm just gonna eat all the bread I can.
mhm.
You know, I do want to try. I love white rice. White
Yeah.
rice is like my favorite thing to eat with chicken and like a little salad on the side. I love that. But I do in 2024. I want to try and doing brown rice.
Yep. So
And honestly, like white rice is not that good for you, especially the amount that I eat.
yeah, Yoni be eating like 2 cups of uncooked rice.
What do you mean uncooked?
No. I'm saying because 2 cups of cooked rice is very different than 2 cups of uncooked. So think like most people, you make rice in the rice cooker, you usually make 1 to 2 cups.
Okay, but when you said 2 cups of when,
He doesn't
when
eat
you
it
say-
uncooked. I just
they're
meant-
gonna be like, yo, you only really don't give a shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, anyways. So I did want to actually talk about that because since we've been doing this just living our best lives,
Mhm.
I need to now I'm like starting as I said, I'm actually really excited. Like I'm excited I want to get back into what I miss is the routine. And also just as an activity, something that you go do. It feels good to work out. It feels good to move your body. That's like a known fact. Scientifically, we know that that's good for us.
How do you feel after you work out? When you come home,
Most
and
of the time,
you
I feel
shower?
good, but I also feel tired. Like you're gonna need more sleep when you work out to like
Yeah.
recover. But my last workout was July 18th, 2023. I just looked it up yesterday when it was my last Pilates class.
That was crazy.
That was like exactly 5 months ago that I worked out. It's almost in January. It's gonna be like almost 6 months, half a year of no workouts.
That for some reason that feels like 2 years ago.
Yeah, feels like a long time. And I used to be able to do like 10 push-ups, no problem.
Right now, how much can you do?
Actually, I did it when I went to Seattle for Thanksgiving, and I did like maybe 5, but it was hard.
It's so crazy. Like with push-ups, if you're listening to this right now, and I feel like I always say this. If you're out there listening to this right
Yeah,
now,
that's your thing.
so if you're listening and you can only do 3 push-ups, if you do those 3 push-ups every day, and within a week you might be able to do 10,
Yeah,
or like
I would
know.
say for me, push-ups are always like I don't know, what is it called? It's like a way for me to test
How-
where I am in my shape, like how in shape I
you
am.
also just hate push-ups. You don't love push-ups.
I love push-ups when I can do them. Push-ups are really hard when you don't have the strength.
Pull-ups. I mean, not
Not
pull-ups.
pull-ups.
Pull-ups are fucking hard.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I love push-ups.
Yeah, Yoni is a big push-up guy.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say is that when I think about what to eat or what I get at the grocery store or what am I going to make for breakfast or what am I going to make for dinner, these past few months I've gotten into this like routine, or I have had these same type of like cravings that I've let myself just have and cook. Like for dinner, we always have some type of rice, some type of pasta. We don't really think about like the vegetables that go with that. We don't really eat lunch. And I don't really think about like, have I had any protein? Like there's days that I literally have no protein except maybe some eggs in the morning. Just different things like that. And I come from a background as a dancer where like I used to be very, very meticulous with all these things, which at the time was to an extreme that wasn't good and wasn't healthy.
You used to weigh anything you ate.
Yeah, we don't have to get into all that.
I've never done that before and I never will.
People do that, especially if they like, and I think it can be beneficial to whoever, however, but for me, I have also enough knowledge that like I know certain things. I don't need to measure them to like see how much something is. How
much of a difference does that really make?
Well, I would say the most important thing is like if you work out and you want to build muscle, you need to have like enough proteins to sustain your muscles.
Okay, but like if I want to eat, because people who be weighing shit, like they weigh every single little thing.
Yeah, but those people have specific goals and that's like how they work and that's their thing, you know? But I'm much more, and I want, basically what I was trying to say is like now I know that going into January, before that, I want to prepare a little bit and like remind myself what food do you eat when you're eating healthy. Like I can't remember. That's like another thing too. I can't remember like, okay, because I also don't want to eat like shit that doesn't taste good just because it's healthy. I think food that's good for you that is also delicious, and that food exists. You just got to know what it is. And healthy also depends what your healthy is.
Yeah. And we all have different goals also.
Exactly. But for me, it's just making sure that I have like the right like I'm eating vegetables. I'm eating good, clean protein. I'm eating mostly whole foods. I'm not eating hella processed stuff. I'm drinking enough water. I am also eating enough. Like sometimes I literally been eating like one meal a day because I just forget. And then I have like a big meal of just like a big ass bowl of pasta or something. And that's all I have all day.
That's my favorite thing.
You know, but it's like, we can still have the pasta, but I'm going to make sure that there's protein with that. And the pasta is not the only thing I'm eating. I have like some broccoli or a salad or some vegetables on the side. You know, it's just about like incorporating the things that you know your body needs and that are healthy.
When we eat pasta and have like a little bit of broccoli on the side, I feel like it's that little green is not enough. Like for some reason, I feel like to really consider a meal like healthy.
Yeah.
You can have your pasta and the meat and all that and the sauce, whatever you're eating. But then like, I feel like to be healthy, I need like a whole salad on the side. Because a little like broccoli sprinkled on top, it's like, oh, wow.
Don't sprinkle on top. Have like a good amount of broccoli.
Yeah.
You know, but it's also because that's all we had. When we have that, we have just that broccoli. The rest of the day, we didn't have any vegetables or fruit.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that like throughout the day. I don't even eat fruit. Yeah, I know.
Anymore. Like grapes, it's not the grape season anymore, right?
No, but we got to get it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think, like I was thinking the other day about, you know, this, and I'm like filming a few videos around this topic. And I'm just thinking like, what do you eat? Like, what am I going to have for breakfast? You know, what am I going to have at lunch? Like it's getting back into getting used to also those flavors, getting used to cooking those things. Because the first thing that I'm thinking dinner, I'm thinking rice or pasta. But there's so many other things.
Or
I just got to remember.
Do you remember the phase? I think that phase kind of died down a little bit, but it's crystal salted butter and bread.
That did not die yet.
I mean, we haven't had that in a while.
I had that yesterday.
Oh, really? Secretly, huh?
Not secretly.
Oh, I didn't see that, but we're obsessed with bread and butter.
I mean, I say that's not something, I'm not giving up anything. That's one thing I want to say. You know, we're talking about all these things. Everybody has different relationships with food and working out and stuff. But I'm not giving up any of the food that I've been eating. I'm not giving it up.
Oh.
I'm not taking anything off the list of like, I'm not eating this.
Oh, so I think we're on different journeys then.
I am simply going to prioritize other things. But if I am like, you know what, for breakfast today, I really want to have 2 eggs, nice little scramble.
That's fine.
A piece of white bread, toasted with a nice little slab. I mean, not slab, but a nice chunk. Not even chunk. I don't know how to explain.
Why did you say white bread?
Of butter, okay? And that's what I'm going to have. But the point is, lately, that's all I've had every day. I don't have no fruit.
Yeah,
I don't have no nothing. That's the thing. So I'm saying I'm not trying to take anything out. I'm trying to introduce more healthy things, more variety, so that I know that when I have the eggs with my toast, I haven't just had that for like all week this week, and that's all I've had.
You know what I struggle with a lot of the times is, to me, it's very important to eat what I love to eat. Okay, so if I gotta start eating healthy and eating like a bunch of like greens and just quinoa and all these other things, I can't do quinoa, you know? So therefore, it's like my motivation kind of like, it dies down a little bit because I'm like, this sucks. Like, to me, it's just very important to actually enjoy what I'm doing, whether it's like my workout or what I'm eating. I hate doing things that I hate, but I will say, that's just how life is. You can't always do just what you want. It's just like work.
Of course.
There's sometimes you go into work, you know, you can have a job that you absolutely love, but then not everyone gets that privilege to do their dream job right away. You might have to do a few shitty jobs before you get to the dream job. You know what I mean?
And also any habit, I was looking at this earlier, any habit, actually no, a change of behavior takes, scientifically they found, 66 days for a behavior to change where it becomes automatic.
Who came up with these numbers?
They do studies and shit. I don't know. It takes 66 days or 2 months and a few days.
That's 66
of
days.
you doing a habit where it becomes automatic, whatever that habit is. And actually, no, sorry. For it to become a habit, it takes 250 days or something like that. Because it being an automatic behavior versus a habit, I guess it's different. But either way, it takes about 2 months for you to start doing something automatically where it's part of your daily life. It's implemented in there. Think about any time we've been in a phase, at what point do we start to give up?
At what point?
Yeah. It's always 2 months.
Well, if you said it's always 2 months and we start to give up around that time, which is very true.
It's interesting, right?
Okay, but
we always give up on whatever the habit is exactly when it's about to go past that time where it becomes automatic.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
That is always 2 months. You're so right. Like
always 2 months.
Even on my own fitness journey, it's always been 2 months. I'm not playing when I say this. I never worked out for longer, consistently, for longer than 2, maybe 3 months.
Yep.
Never in my life.
I know, me too.
And every time it gets around that time is when I fall off. I'll start to skip one day, then one day becomes 2 days. If I skip 3 days, I feel like I got to start all over.
Yeah.
But then starting all over is I'm just like, you know what? Let me just wait and then start all over. But actually, it's not like that. You can just pick up where you left off and just go with that. But yeah, it's always 2-3 months. That's so weird.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted to say about, what did you say? You said something like, you stop and wait to start over, right?
Yeah.
And you wait to start over, what's your thing?
When I wait to start over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So whenever I wait,
what does that mean?
When I'm done with my break and I'm like, okay, cool. I think I'm ready to like start again.
What's that break looking like though?
What do you mean what that break
like
is
that
looking
break is like, is it a week? Is it a month? Is it a year?
However long it is.
Okay.
I need to start back at a very specific time of the year. First of all, it has to be a Monday. Mm-hmm. It has to be a new month. Mm-hmm. And like right now, it's the end of the year. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to wait until the new year.
And guys, this new year specifically is the ultimate time to start something.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's going to be 2024. It's going to be January. It's going to be January 1st. And it's going to be a Monday.
Yo.
That's the ultimate day to start something, whatever it is.
If you ever wanted to work out and you don't work out this January 1st,
Monday,
this is like the perfect setup for you to like.
If you're the type of person that cares about that shit, because we're just not the person that I'm like, you know what? Today, this random Tuesday, the 13th or whatever, I'm gonna start.
I can never do that.
It's got to be Monday the 1st, January 2024. Like,
a lot of people listening to this are gonna say this is bullshit. You can start whenever you want, which is very true.
Of course you can. I mean, yeah.
But to me, I think in my head it just makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited for January 1st.
Me too. This is the perfect start.
I think this is like the first year that I can remember it being a Monday, a new year, and January 1st.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So until then, I'm eating all the sugar I want. And it's not even that much. But whenever...
Yeah, it's not even like I'm going to eat extra shit just because.
Actually, it kind of is. Like, I'm going to eat, like,
I mean, to be fair, today we didn't have to eat. You and that banana pudding.
Banana pudding, I'm going to eat at least twice. Yo, the other day, I ate a burger and fries. And then in the evening, I ate a pizza. You remember that day?
Yeah. Well, this morning we also had like bagels and then this like cardamom pastry bun thing. And then Yoni had some extra bread after that too.
You were looking at me funny.
No, you thought that. Maybe that was some projection of your own. I was just looking at you.
No, I don't know. You guys listen, we're pretty healthy. You know, we're not like... But we know that we can just do much better, you know? We can
definitely do better. And I'm thinking like what I do now, it doesn't actually influence my life right now. It's influencing my life in 10, 20 years from now.
Exactly. So when we're speaking about these things, it's like we're both athletic. You know, Ali has a big dance background and me with basketball. But I just want to, you know, for me, it's not even necessarily for the aesthetics of looking good or being like extra muscular, because I don't even want that. Like, I don't want to be like, when I take a shower, I want to be able to reach my back, you know? Like, if I'm too muscular, it's not my vibe, or, you know?
It's a very specific thing.
No, but I feel like people who are like super big, you know, I want to be able to still be quick on my feet and be able to run long distances.
I feel you.
But I just definitely know I do have a specific... I just want to challenge myself. That's what I was saying. Like, I want to know that if I set my mind up to something, that I can actually achieve it. And then in my head, like by summertime, you guys, I'm a whole different person.
Yeah. And also, let's not forget that the specific, like what we're talking about now with working out, moving our bodies, being physically active and eating right, just eating the right things, that is actually the biggest mental game.
It's all mental.
It's all mental.
And you know who my favorite guy is?
Here we go.
Okay, David Goggins. This guy, he is my motivation. When I work out, I listen to David Goggins. Okay, he's not for everyone. Ali hates this guy.
Okay, that's a very strong word.
This guy, he motivates me a lot. He's crazy. I'm not trying to do what he does, but just hearing him speak about his story and what he does and what he thinks about. When I'm doing push-ups and I'm like tired at push-up number 9 and I listen to his voice, I'm doing 12, 13. Last thing about David Goggins, his whole thing is about if you're doing 10 push-ups and let's say you set yourself up to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to do 10 push-ups and you're at push-up number 7 and you're tired. And our mind is always tricking us to say, we're tired. Let's get out of here. Let's give up on 7. But I promise you, you can do at least 2 or 3 more push-ups if you just push yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. We always stop ourselves earlier than we actually can do.
Yeah.
So the mental part of it is, if anything, it's more important. Like it's 50%. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's actually the 40% rule. That's how he calls it. You can do way more than you think.
Like you can do 40% more than where you're stopping.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
And I wanted to say one more point actually about what you said earlier around like quinoa, you know, or just like different things like that. But it's also...
When I eat quinoa, I feel like I'm not eating anything.
Okay, but I wanted to make a point about that, which is why I'm saying like I'm not necessarily getting rid of any of the things that I am currently eating. Like the things, it's important to actually, for you to be sustainable in like these lifestyle choices and these lifestyle changes, you have to still do stuff that is somewhat enjoyable. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like you still have to eat, like keep the things that make you happy. If you go out to dinner, get pizza if you want to get pizza. Just don't eat pizza 3 other times during that week, you know? Or the same way, it's like if you want pasta, have pasta, but also make sure you have a good amount of protein in there and you have vegetables. And maybe try to have pasta like once or twice a week instead of almost every other night, you know? And then make sure that the rest of the day, you also had good amount of protein and you hydrated well and you had vegetables and you had fruit. Like it's about that, but don't eat quinoa if you don't like quinoa.
It's a balance, yes.
You know, don't eat chicken breast, if anytime you eat chicken breast, you're like, damn, I really don't like chicken breast, but you like chicken thighs, just get chicken thighs.
Chicken thighs are the best.
Just, it's one of those things that you just gotta figure out. If you don't like, what's like some shit that you don't like? I don't know, like
what
salmon?
I don't like? No, I love salmon. Are
No,
you
you
kidding
like
me?
salmon.
I had a salmon bagel today.
I don't know, like random things that if you don't like them, don't eat them.
Yeah, I have a question
simple.
for you. What are some things, or what are some habits you want to let go in 2024?
Oh, I mean, the main one is my phone. And that's every year, but I'm on my phone unnecessarily. Like I have moments where I'm just on my phone and I'm hypnotized and I'm just scrolling. And I literally need you to take the phone away from me for me to get out of it.
And sometimes when I do, because you feel trapped.
But I don't realize I'm trapped until you take it away and I realize I'm like, you know what I mean?
That's so weird. No, I get that. And
it's wild.
That happens to me too. And sometimes I wish that you would take my phone more often, because I take your phone pretty often.
Yeah, but sometimes I try to do that and you get mad at me.
Yeah, but still, you gotta just do that, because I don't care if you get mad at me at all.
And sometimes I would really see scary.
You. Sometimes I would see you. It is scary. Sometimes I would see you on your phone, and I would just take it, and you wouldn't even get mad at me. You know why? Because you realize that
I need that shit away from me.
Yeah. No, yeah. I have the same thing too, and it's pretty bad. Like I want to get to a point to where because for what we do, we have to be on our phones. Okay, we have to be on our phones, but once we're done posting, put the phone away and carry on with your day. I don't need to be on a Reels page.
Because as soon as you, like, let's say you do something for work, you can stay on the app.
There's
and
so
be like,
many distractions.
Let me just look real quick at like what this is and what that is.
I just love Instagram too much. I know Instagram.
But that shit is made for you to love it.
I know. And everyone loves Instagram, but I just want to acknowledge that it's okay to acknowledge that you love Instagram. I feel like
but then what?
I feel like so many people are just like, yeah, social media, which is fine for them. If you hate Instagram, you hate Instagram. But personally for me, that's my problem. I actually think it's a problem.
Wait, you just said, I really think that's my problem. I think it's a problem.
Yeah, no, sorry. I know that I love Instagram and I know that it is a problem. So in 2024, after I'm done doing my work on the app or whatever app I'm using, I need to learn how to we need to buy one of those cages where we put the phone
box,
in. Yeah. And then someone just hides the key or something. Oh, what was the thing you told me about?
Okay,
yesterday?
so yeah, actually I wanted to bring it up. So yesterday I was watching a bunch of, different videos around people doing stuff for the new year, better habits, etc.
Self-help videos.
Self-help videos, yeah. And someone said that they basically, how there's app limits, screen time limits on specific apps that you can set up. So you can put it that you want to only give yourself an hour for Instagram. So it's not in a row, it's accumulated 1 hour on one app.
For one day.
And once you reach that time limit, a screen pops up and says you've reached your screen time limit, and then you can't access the app anymore. But you can say, give me another 5 minutes. Then after the 5 minutes, say, give me another 15 minutes. And after that, if you did the 15 minutes and 5 minutes, then it says skip for the whole day. Because it's clearly, bitch, you want to just be on this app, And I did that and I always skipped it. I always got rid of it.
You skipped the 15 minutes?
Yeah, I always just ignored the screen time alert and I still went on the app. So it was kind of pointless. 1 second. And then to skip those things, to basically say, go away alert, I'm going to go on the app, you have to put in a passcode. So this person was like, instead of you creating the passcode, have some other person that you live with have that passcode so that when the screen time comes on, that person is not you that can just put in your password and you have access. It's another person that is going to remind you why you even put the screen time in the first place, and is going to make you feel shitty that you're trying to get rid of it and trying to be on the app when you know you shouldn't be because you had enough time on that bitch today. So I'm going to have you create a passcode for me so that if I am on Instagram for too long and I'm trying to be on it even longer, you're going to be just like, no, I'm not going to put the passcode on it. And it is what it is.
Dude, that's going to suck.
But it's crazy that we need that. that's as if I'm a child again, and I need strict boundaries and rules on screen time. But adults need screen time rules, like screen time limits, like children, because this shit has made us like, when I'm on Instagram, my brain is like a child's brain where they're playing like video games or they're watching TV.
Yeah, same. Instagram is like a game. Yeah. There's just too much shit on it. And also, so it's not even about like the people that you follow. It's most of the time the explore page that gets you fucked up.
Oh, yeah, because it's so curated. It's so perfect for you.
Yeah.
It gives you exactly what you want.
Yeah. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. A few years ago, this is a long time ago, okay? My screen time used to be, if there's 24 hours in a day, my screen time, I keep saying screen time. My screen time was 18 hours. Or
bro, what?
15 hours or 17 hours.
Dial it back.
That means
basically you're on your phone all day.
All day. And what that means is that I go to sleep, and the first thing I do when I wake up is be on my phone for hours, then go eat. That was when I was like really living like not healthy.
It was a specific time, yeah.
Yeah. That is crazy. I don't think anyone ever had a screen time more than 15 hours.
So my screen time right now is 5 hours a day.
5 hours is not bad. Yo, if you're listening to this, comment your screen time in the comment. I really want to know what that is.
Social media is 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, but then it also includes like entertainment, which I just play in the background, which is 4 hours.
We need to have better.
So, you know, it's like if I'm watching a show in the background as I'm doing work, which I do very often, I just have a show playing as I'm editing a video or whatever. It counts that as screen time, but a video is just playing for 4 hours, but I'm not like watching it the whole time. So it's probably less than 5 hours.
Yeah, Alia watches a show all
as if it's music.
Yeah, as if it's music.
But yeah, I mean, that's basically what we wanted to talk about today. Just where we're at with this. Mm-hmm. I would love to hear where you guys at. I know there's people that, I don't know. I've accepted that I'm a phase person. I've accepted that I'm not a person that I'm a runner and I will be a runner
for the rest
of my life. I'm a runner. Like right now, I'm excited to start getting into running, even though it's hard because it's really cold outside. But we're in New York. I haven't really run here, especially in Manhattan. And it's a great way to like see the city and explore. Yeah. So I'm excited to go running. I'm not going to go running every single day. I might do like, I don't know, once a week or whenever I feel like it. And I do some other exercises. And also, I'm not trying to like work out every day. Like I'm really trying to do it. I've learned so much about what I respond well with to and how things work, which is why I'm like, I'm not going to eliminate anything. I'm not going to eliminate the banana pudding. I'm not going to eliminate the white bread or that. It's like, if I want to eat bread, let me eat the white bread that I want. And I'm going to eat that, but I'm not going to eat that every breakfast every morning for breakfast. Like I have been.
Right. You know why I want to eliminate some things like banana pudding or rice pudding? Because even though, yes, let's say I only have it once a week, that's still a lot. It's a lot of sugar when you do eat it.
You don't have to have it once a week.
And I don't know. I just want to do this fitness thing where I'm like, because I was never an extremist with that. Mm-hmm. I was never extreme. And I want to be. Yeah, and I want to try it out. Like, at least once in your life, I feel like it's more of a, how do I say it? Like an experiment for me.
Okay.
Like I want to experiment the weighing the food, maybe not weighing necessarily, but like just straight up no sugar unless it's natural sugar. And that's like the main thing. And carbs, definitely cut down on all of the carbs.
But it's also, it could be for you, not necessarily cutting down on the carbs. It's just where the carbs come from. Like don't let all bread. The carbs coming from bread.
Okay, yeah. I mean bread. Yeah. You guys, I'm obsessed with bread.
It's true.
And it's not good. Like right now, I could go get some bread right now and just eat that.
No, like he would literally eat so much bread.
And it's not good.
Oh, it's so crazy. Because there's so many other things you could eat. Like you can eat potatoes. You can eat.
And I think some of it is also laziness because I would eat bread and I can make a whole sandwich.
But he wouldn't.
And I would just be like, I just want to eat something. And I love bread so much, so it's perfect. And I've been like that since I was a kid. I'm talking about like 3 years old.
Yeah.
I used to run around with bread in my mouth, just let it like sog up and then swallow it. No, like I used to just I love bread.
So see, that's also another important thing is like the habit has formed to where as soon as your mind is like, I'm hungry, you choose the easiest, and you don't even you don't have anything else in your mind as an idea for what else you could eat. Okay. You could have some yogurt. You could have some, granola with milk. You can have like this. You can. So it's about like getting the getting the what is it? The repertoire of foods you can eat.
Okay.
That are in the mind of like, okay, if I want a snack, I have these options. If I want this, these are.
To be honest, my library of food is very
limited.
It's very limited. Like I don't know. I need to be, and this is another thing that I want to do in 2024 because before ending this episode, I want us to go through a list of things that we want to do. Okay.
Okay.
Like maybe you don't have to do it. This is something that I just want to share. Okay. Coming up with recipes, and first I think it's using like a recipe book, like that book that we have over there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to start cooking more things and being more familiar because by following recipes. And if I do that over and over again, I'm going to start getting creative in my own way.
And you're also just going to learn how shit works.
And what to put together. Alia is so great at being like, okay, what do we have in the house? And she would make a whole fire-ass dinner with what we have in the house. She just knows what goes with what. You tell me, I'm going to make rice, chicken.
And that's about it.
That's dinner, And honestly, it is pretty good.
Yeah, but you got to be able to know how to like do something else.
I know. And that's my problem because all I know how to make is rice, chicken, pasta, Alfredo pasta with chicken and like a few other things. You know what I mean? But
like
those are
eggs.
And eggs. And those are the things that
That's actually kind of crazy. That's all you know how to make. And you can make like a cucumber tomato salad.
Yes. What else can I make? Are we honestly saying this is all I know how to make? Maybe, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. And let's not forget that your pasta sauce is from a jar.
Wow, you did not have to add that.
I think it's good to face reality. And the reality is that you need to,
I just got put on the spot. What I was starting to say, I didn't mean it to end like this. But since we're here, okay, this is what I know how to make, which is fine. Okay?
So your goal for 2024 is to learn how to cook more things.
Exactly. Is to learn how to cook more things. And also, like I said, no sugar, and then stop eating bread. That's it. And I want to write stuff down, like goals and things that I want to do. Alia helped me out the other day to make like a whole new Google Calendar, which is great. You know what I mean? Now I just gotta like follow through, start running. What I was gonna say about running, I don't like running with you. Like running with you, I don't like it. You know why?
Because I run slow?
No. Not even that you run slow, or that's not even necessarily true.
I mean, I have small, shorter feet.
Okay,
legs.
that's true.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't like running with you because when I run, I like to, and I'm not saying that you don't have fun when you run, but when I'm running, I like to talk to the person that I'm running with.
Okay.
When I run with you, the few times that we've done it, you don't like to talk. You're very like serious, and I'm running.
Hold on. We've never even established that you wanted to talk on a run. It was always headphones in. So I'm not thinking we're trying to talk. I've gone on a run before with my mom where we weren't listening to music and we were talking the whole time. And it's actually advised that you go run with someone and have a conversation like most of the time you're running because it regulates how you're breathing. And it also, you realize that the pace, you should always run. If you're doing like a longish run, you should run at a pace at which you can comfortably talk the whole time.
That's
how you know you're not running too much.
Let's try that. I wasn't trying to come at you.
But that's so funny because you literally never expressed that you want to talk because that's something you got to establish.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I never said it. Like all the time when we ran, we had our headphones in.
So
and anytime I would try to say something to you, you'd be like, what?
Because I can't hear you.
Yeah.
And you got to also get mentally prepared of a run because the music helps you with like the beat and the step and the rhythm of your running. So
do you like running with music or no music?
I never run without music. I either run with music or talking to someone. But most of the time I run by myself.
Running with music and if your headphones are not comfortably on your ear, that's like the worst thing that you can experience. And I'm not going to get into the story that you think that I'm going to get into.
We already talked about that story. So if you want to learn more about our running experience, like earlier this year, was it this year?
No, it was last year. Go to our running episode.
Going to our running episode. I kind of want to listen to that just to motivate myself. But
yeah, me too.
Let us know how you're feeling about what we shared in today's episode, where you're at in terms of your fitness journey, like how you've been feeling during the holidays. I think just January 1st is like the perfect time. And it comes after all these holidays. Like, that's why it's a thing. Yeah. It's a new year. It comes after all this like comfort and joyful and holidays. It's like, it's January. No more holidays. I'm so excited for the holidays to be over.
Me too. I'm kind of like it's not even Christmas yet.
Yeah.
Like,
no, we have like 5 more days.
I feel like Christmas, maybe it's because it's in New York that we feel like, because if you live here, Christmas is everywhere. You go outside.
There's so much of it.
And I just like, to me, mentally, Christmas already passed.
No, yeah, well...
To me.
But I'm also just kind of over it. I'm ready for like Christmas go away. I'm glad you were here, but I'm ready for you to go away.
Yeah.
New Year's Eve. I'm not really a big New Year's Eve person, but you know, that's also just one evening. Yeah. And then once that's over, it's like I'm ready to just go over all that. So life is just normal. So there's no like holiday.
Yeah, January 1st is definitely the restart, and it's gonna be a Monday. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually genuinely excited. I'm enjoying what I'm doing now, but I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah. What time is your appointment?
I gotta actually go. So love honestly? You guys. Okay. Yeah. It's just 10 minutes away, so not a big deal.
Okay, shout out to everyone's dog. If you listen to this and you guys somehow motivated to start with us, actually, let's start together.
Yeah, let's do what you guys did with the running. I'm sure someone is definitely feeling motivated after this episode.
Okay, let's start together. We have about 2 weeks. Eat whatever the fuck you want to eat.
Enjoy yourself.
Because January 1st, no more. Okay, no more salt.
Okay, I'm going to say no more enjoying
What did
yourself.
I say? No more salt.
No more salt.
Yeah.
That is one thing for me. I do need to take down my sodium levels a little bit. I eat too much salt.
Yeah, you do.
Like, yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good, but I love salt.
Well, it's better to eat salt than
No,
sugar.
Salt, you think so, but it catches up with you later on in life. You have like problems. You gotta eat less salt. I have so many like grandparents. I gotta watch their salt. Like when we go to Romania, they don't have salt. They have salt substitute.
Damn.
They got fake salt.
So
I'm not trying to be fake salt in my 50s, 60s.
Let's take care of each other and start this new journey. You can start today. You don't have to wait until January 1st, but I'm just telling you what we're doing.
Yeah, because that way you feel like I live my best life. Yeah. And now I'm ready to just do this other shit.
Yeah. So right now, actually, I'm about to eat some bread.
With banana pudding. In the banana pudding.
No. Okay, bye guys.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Shout out to your dog. Remember to follow us on Instagram at What's the Juice Pod, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts so you don't miss any new episodes. And also, we're posting reels again, and we're very excited. Get ready, because season 3 is gonna be a great time. We have some new stuff, more stuff coming for you guys.
Season 3 is gonna be the best.
More of What's the Juice. Like if you sometimes feel like, oh, I just wish there was more What's the Juice. You're about to get more What's the Juice. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, she's not lying. So.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.